I just spent 7 days in Albania. I visited Tirana and Durrës, and here is exactly how much it cost me, broken down by category. I flew from London to Tirana on Ryanair, and I flew from Tirana back to London on Wizz Air, and it cost me $317. The reason this is a bit high is because I had to change my flight at some point, so I paid a change fee. On accommodation, I stayed in two places. I stayed in an Airbnb in Tirana that cost $110. That's $55 per night. I stayed for 2 nights. In Durrës, I stayed in an hotel apartment that I booked on booking.com, and it cost me $480 for 4 nights. That's $120 per night. There's a review to the hotel and the Airbnb on my page. Check it out. On food and drinks, this is where Albania surprised me. I ate really well, really good, and the food in Albania is cheap. An average meal will cost you $15 to $20. A plate of pasta, seafood pasta, fresh, tasty, will cost you less than $10. Honestly, Albania snapped on food. In total, I spent $390 for 7 days, and this included eating out, ordering food on the Wolt app for midnight snacks and deliveries. My most expensive meal was about $80, which was for dinner at Gate O3, and this was because I had sushi and I had a steak, and the steak was really good. On activities, I did a couple. I went to a shooting range in Tirana, and this cost me about $10. You pay based on the number of bullets that you eventually used. I used about 10 bullets, and it was 80 lek per bullet. I did a wine tour. I went to Abaya Winery. You guys have seen everything about it. I recommend that you should go. It's stunning. And it cost me $36. I also did a boat cruise with Seapulse Albania. This was in Durrës as well, and it cost me about $59. This was the most expensive activity that I did, but it was 10 over 10. Worth it. I recommend. In total, I spent about $130 on activities. For transportation, I mostly use taxis. I already mentioned this in my previous video. Download the Patoko app. I paid in euros. Taxes also are super affordable. A trip will cost you less than $10. In total, I spent $165 on taxis, and this included my taxis from Durrës, taxis to and fro the airport, taxi to Abaya Winery, which was quite a distance. When I was going to Durrës, I used the bus, cost 200 lek, which is about $3. On data and SIM, you guys know I talk about this all the time. I use Orbit Mobile. That's the eSIM that I use for all of my travel. I bought 10 gig in Albania, and it cost me $14 on Orbit Mobile. Use my code AB10 for 10% off. In total, for 7 days, I spent about $1,500, which is less than £1,200, which I think is a very good deal. Albania is genuinely one of the most affordable summer destinations in Europe right now, and 10 out of 10, it was worth it. A bonus, if you love tattoos, I got one in Albania, and it cost less than €70. Let me know if you want my tattoo plug.